Hey-o, welcome to RidgeLife. I need help. Please, beekeepers, come online and help RidgeLife Beekeeper out today. Have some questions for you. Need some beekeeping assistance, beekeeping advice. Hope everyone's doing well today. It is hot in West Tennessee. I am sweating. I've been working the bees and I am drenched. It has been so hot. I'd say it's in the 80s. Inky Savage, what's up, Gavin? Kevin, Lazy Pond Farm. I'm doing a call out to beekeepers. I need some help. Everyone's welcome in this live because we're going to learn something, but I'm looking for some beekeepers to come in here and help me out. Hey, Lauren, how you doing? I need some beekeeping assistance. So hopefully we got Baddest Bees come in a little bit, or Castle Hives. Chad, 5L4H Ranch, Chad. Hopefully he'll come in here. I need some beekeeping assistance. There's Baddest Bees right there. So Baddest Bees, you are going to be our resident expert beekeeper helping us out today because I need some help. Let me click on this, get that out of the way there. All right, so let me let just a couple more people get in here and then I'm gonna get into it of what I got going on. Baddest Bees, you're probably gonna be the expert here. Oh, I'm sorry, Lauren. I know you've been so busy. And Kevin says, we'll let it play and get you the hours. I appreciate it, bud. Baddest Bee says, like number one, who's next? You're it, man. You're the beekeeping aficionado here. We'll let a few more people come in just so when they come in, I don't have to repeat the problem. But I think you're going to be able to solve it for me. Hey, Linda, no problem. I appreciate it. We're in here talking bees, and Kevin says he was 3. Yeah, you're not number 1, buddy. You're slacking. You're slacking. Ooh, I'm getting surrounded by bees here. I am hot. It's 80 degrees or so, and when you've got the suit on, you're working the bees, you get sweaty so much. So what you see behind us, the farthest beehive, that one is number 1, number 2, and number 3. Number 1's my oldest hive. It has been with me, this is the 3rd spring, so 2 winters. Number 2 hive, this is the 2nd spring, 2nd winter. Is that right? No, 1st winter. That's the 1st winter this hive has gone through. I got that mixed up. Hold on a second. Hive 1, we've done hive, so 1, 2, this is the 3rd summer I've had hive 1, so 2nd I've had hive 2, and we just got this swarm. Okay, that's right, because we collected honey off hive 1 for the first time last spring, late spring, and we collected a little bit off hive 2 because it did so well, and that was its first summer I had them. So they've been through the winter once, and the hive 1's been through the winter twice, and then we have our swarm catch, little bitty swarm catch. Gosh, it wasn't 1,000 bees. And that's one of the problems I have today that I'm coming to y'all for, is because y'all have seen the videos with the swarm update. You know, I caught the swarm, and then we let the swarm sit in that box for 2 days closed in. Then we let them out and gave them some drawn comb and some honey. And then the next time we went in, we didn't see any queen or anything, so we gave them brood, and we gave them brood, and I think I just gave them brood, right? I didn't give them a queen. All right, so what we're doing today, or did I give them a queen? Yes, I did give them a queen, didn't I? I gave them some brood and a queen cell. Queen cell. And so I got in it today. And there were hardly any bees. Now, you know, it's still early in the day. You know, this was an hour or so ago. And you know, the foragers are out, but there was hardly any bees left over in the hive. You know, there was maybe a frame full, if you split them up over a few frames, a frame full of bees. That's not many bees. Whereas the 2 other hives behind me, you know, have 2 8-frame deeps, you know, 2/3 full of bees, each one. So I get in there, hardly any bees. The queen cell, you know, was gone, you know, was eaten away. No sign of the queen, no eggs, no brood, no, you know, all the brood that was in there had pretty much hatched out. I didn't see a lot of dead bees in the bottom or anything. And there's still bees there. Ooh, getting them flying around me right now. Did y'all see that? I remained calm. Whew. And so no sign of queen or activity like that. I hate when they go around my eyes like that. Whew. Walsh Farms, good to see you. We're talking about my bee problems here. So I went in today and there are hardly any bees and had to make an adjustment. So, oh my gosh, these bees are crazy. Flying, I don't think you can see them on the camera there, but I've got bees flying all around my head here. Yep, okay. I should get my veil on, shouldn't I? I'm not that close, look at this. All right, so, talking to some friends, we had a kind of a plan today. But I did something, and I want to see if I did something right or if I need to get in and fix this. Okay, so for my friends that are my beekeeping friends in here, Baddest Bees, you're the expert. I opened up Hive 2. Hive 2 had 5 capped queen cells. 5 capped queen cells. Had lots of bees. I had good honey in my super. I got a super on there. I've got more. I got a lot of honey in that super. Beautiful honey. Not enough to put another super on, but I got beautiful honey in there. So, lots of bees, hardly any brood. Hardly any brood. You know, capped brood. A little bit of larva, no eggs that I could see. Some drone brood, some. But 5 or 6 still capped queen cells. And then I go over to Hive 1. Now, Hive 1 is the one that had the 8 capped queen cells, you know, a week or so ago. And it's where I stole the one, I guess, for in here. All 8 capped queen cells in there were open. A couple had the trap door, but most of them had the sides chewed out of them. Okay, you guys know what that means, the beekeepers do. So no capped queen cells in Hive number 1, but there were 8 opened queen cells. Tons of bees, good honey, and a lot of new brood. I mean, new brood. I saw eggs. Normally I don't get to see eggs with my eyes through the veil, but I saw a frame of eggs and I saw tons of new brood, and I did see a queen in there last time I was in there when I saw the queen cells, when I was getting the queen cell out. So, queen's in there, she's active. I didn't see her today. All right, so what would you do? I'll tell you what I did, and you tell me if I did right or if I should fix this. So what I did was, I went in Hive 2 that had all the queen cells. I took a frame of queen cells from there that had 2 queen cells on it, and I took it and the nurse bees that were on the brood around it and brought them over here. I took another frame of brood from that same colony, because they've got queen cells, they've got tons of bees. So I took another frame of brood. So I took 2 frames of brood and one had the queen cells on it. I left like 3 or 4 queen cells in there and a couple frames of brood and tons of bees and tons of honey. So I brought over to the swarm catch a frame that had 2 queen cells on it, 2 frames of brood, a frame of honey, just to make sure they had enough, because these bees eaten almost all their honey. So what do you think? It's basically I split this hive. With all those queen cells, I basically split Hive 2 and supplemented the swarm capture because there were so few bees. So that tons of nurse bees, 2 capped queen cells, 2 frames of brood. Did I do right? Did I do right, everybody? Come on, Baddest Bees, tell me if I did right. Is that right? Or I basically effectively split Hive 2 and trying to support and help the swarm capture. Hive 1, again, has the new queen and lots of good brood and all of the sorry, that bee was on my face. Whew, could y'all see the bee there? It was right here. Oh, and you don't ever swat at a bee. Beekeepers learn first thing, when a bee's flying around your face, you don't swat, and you keep your eyes closed too. So I didn't see your comment yet, Baddest Bees. Did I do right? Would you do something different, or is my plan for number one to keep thriving with the new queen and no queen cells? Number two, to make a new queen like it's doing and continue on with all the bees it's got, and 2 queen cells in here, 2 frames of brood, and lots of honey. And I brought over lots of nurse bees too. So I brought over 2 full frames of bees to give that swarm. Hey, Lynn Farmoki, good to see you. Kevin's saying, hope you get lots of healthy babies. Probably talking to Lauren with all she's got going on up there. Of course, my baby bees too. I got baby bees. I've got the most of all my homesteading friends, except for my beekeeping friends, I have the most babies, because there are probably 10,000 babies sitting in those 3 colonies right there. 10,000 babies. I like them. That's a lot of babies, Lauren. You try taking care of 10,000 babies. Not near as much trouble, huh? All right, Baddest Bee says, I'd say good job. Worst scenario is already virgin and she'll take care of cells. True. Yeah, so it is possible that in the swarm, what he's talking, it is possible that the queen that hatched out of here was a virgin. She flew out and she comes back and she's going to have to contend with what's in there. Now, she's a mated queen. They're probably, if she's a good healthy mated queen, the bees that I brought in there, those nurse bees, are going to destroy the other queens that emerge from those queen cells, or the queen they'll have at it. And so I think that's what Baddest Bee is saying, that I may have been okay. Anything that you would have done different, even though you're not telling me to do it different now, what would you have done if you came up to my apiary here and this was your apiary? You had hive 1 had 8 capped queen cells, now has none and has lots of new brood. 2 has 5 capped queen cells, no brood, no new brood, and no sign of a queen. And then of course you have a dwindling swarm catch. What would you do, Baddest Bees? Tell me, what do you, in your expert opinion, what would you have done in this situation? I know what I done may have been okay, but I am not the bee expert. This is my 3rd year of beekeeping. Luckily, I have not lost a hive overwintered yet, but you northern beekeepers have much more severe winters than we do. One of the issues we have down here is the warm spells can get the bees freaked out, and they start drinking their honey, and then they run out of honey. So, and they go, and there's nothing out, there's no pollen or anything midwinter but a crazy warm spell will really freak out our bees. So Baddest Bees, is that what you do? Would have done if you had first walked up here? All right, he says, she may be on a mating flight when you check. That is true. That is true. Oh, I'm so hot. So that's the story. I hope everyone has gotten up to speed on what we have going on here. Lauren says, have you ever eaten raw honeycomb from your hives? Oh yes, Lauren, it is so delicious. I have a lot of in my honey supers, that's the top boxes. The mediums are called mediums. That's the honey frames. And I have foundation frames. I have a plastic foundation, and the bees draw the wax out and they put the honey in there, and then I uncap it and I spin it out and get all the honey. Some of the frames I put in there have no foundation. So the bees from top to bottom make perfect pure comb with honey in it. And what I do is I have a comb cutter that's the exact same height of that frame, and I can cut squares of honeycomb on it. It's honey on both sides, capped honey on both sides, and I have packages, little clear packaging that's to put those cubes of fresh, raw, drawn honeycomb in those, and then I can take it to work and I get a spoon and dip the honeycomb wax and all out and eat it. Oh my gosh, is it so good. And it's so healthy because it's not processed, not filtered. Everything that's inside that cell is what the bees put there. Oh, it is delicious. You're right, Buckeye Hunting and Fishing. It is, I mean, it is, oh, it's, Oh, I took some to work, and gave people spoonfuls. They just dip out and they never had comb honey before. I said, just chew it like it's gum and all the honey. Oh yeah. So Baddest Bee says nothing except thin cells back to only 2 in your big hives. Yep. And okay. Yep. So I'm about to go back and finish reading that, but yeah, I think you're right. I'll go back and check on them because this is the funny thing. Because 2 has the capped queen cells, we know they're going to get a queen eventually, but if I start having issues, 1 has the good new queen that's mated already, and she is laying. I got tons of brood in there and eggs and stuff. So that's why you always want to have at least 2 hives, 2 colonies. Don't start like I did. I started with 1, and you don't have anything to judge off of it. And if you have issues, you got to call somebody, or you just have to wing it because you don't have other colonies to help from. So this guy was having problems, and I used the situation he's under to help him. But if he really gets into a situation, I can use this one's fresh eggs from that active queen into here, and that'll help this one be able to make another queen. So because if they make queens and something happens, I can get them to make another queen from the number 1's eggs. You can't, if you have a hive that it loses its queen when it doesn't have any eggs, you're not going to get them to be able to make a new queen because they can't take a closed capped cell and make it into a queen. Matter of fact, even larva, if it's in the larval stage, they can't make it into a queen. It needs to be just at the egg stage, before the larva stage, and then they can feed that royal jelly, draw out that cell, and make a queen. So you got to have eggs to make a queen. You can't just have larva or capped brood. And if you have more than 1 hive, you can do that. You find the hive that's got the eggs. This hive would be queenless. Something happens to those, I can grab eggs from here, and as long as I got bees, they'll draw out that cell into a queen and feed it royal jelly. It's pretty awesome. Now, this happens all during the dearth, man. The dearth is a time when there's no nectar flow. It's dry. There's no flowering, things out in the wild, but the bees are still strong. Like in the summertime, after the spring honey flow, there is the dearth, and you gotta watch your bees during the dearth because they can starve to death for sure. Chad isn't here. We don't have a dearth here. Wow, we sure do. We have spring flow, summer dearth, and then we have a fall flow. And the fall flow has a different flavored honey. It's a darker honey. It's usually a lot of goldenrod. A lot of goldenrod down here. But yeah, we have a dearth. And so Chad, Baddest Bees was helping me out here. I don't know if you heard, Chad, what all the scenario is here. I came up to my swarm capture and it had hardly any bees. Remember I'd put a queen cell in there and already give it some eggs or some brood, and yeah, Chad, so you just got here too. So yeah, I went up here today into the swarm capture, hardly any bees. Yeah, Baddest Bee says, don't worry yourself, they'll probably be just fine as long as you have good weather. Yep, and we should be good. So Chad, to get you up to speed too, what me and Baddest Bees have been talking about here, this swarm capture here, hardly any bees. I know the foragers are out a little bit, but there's hardly any bees. All the brood had emerged, and the queen cell I gave was missing. It was gone. You could tell where it was, but it was gone. I didn't see any signs of a queen that was in there originally with the swarm, even though I got all the bees. You saw me get all the bees. Wow. So what I did is I inspected these 2 hives, and in hive 2 I found 5 or 6 capped queen cells. Capped, big old peanuts. Capped queen cells. No signs of a queen, no fresh brood. I didn't see any eggs, but lots of bees, lots of honey in the super. Hive 1 had, I think, 8 capped queen cells that had been opened. They were all open. No capped queen cells. That's the ones from a week or 2 ago, 2 weeks ago actually, that they were all open, and I had fresh brood. It's been 2 weeks. There was fresh brood, lots of good looking brood in that hive. But I didn't see the queen, but man, you could tell she was there. I saw eggs and I saw brood. Lots of honey, so that was good. So what I did, Chad, and Baddest Bees confirmed this was hopefully okay, I took a frame of queen cells out of number 2. Again, there was at least 5. I took 2 queen cells, brought them over to here with their nurse bees, all the bees that were on that frame. Took in all those little nurse bees, brought them over to here, and then also brought over a frame of honey that was just full, brought over so they have some nourishment, and I'm also feeding them. So in there's drawn comb on all 5 frames. Oh, we're gonna bee in my face again. All frames have drawn comb. One frame is full of honey front to back, nectar I should say, not honey. And then there's pollen in there, 2 full frames of bees with brood, and then of course 2 capped queen cells. So basically what I did, Chad, is I split hive 2 that already had capped queen cells. I split it, took 2 frames, only took 2 frames of bees into our 5 frame nuke here that already had maybe 500 bees still in there. Probably 500 bees, not the 1,000 or so I brought over. And that's what we got. So, Chad, do you agree that's probably, I split 2 to help out this swarm, and it already had capped queen cells, so it's going to be just okay with the ones it has. Sound good, Chad? Whew. I'm sweating out here. I got bees flying around me, and I've been sweating working these bees. Again, I did a full inspection of all 3. And you know, full inspections of the honey and the 2 deeps on 2 frames, on 2 colonies, 2 hives. It takes some work. You guys that got 1,000 bee colonies, oof, I don't know how you do it. I know you're busy day to night. Ramsey Country, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I got 9 people still in here. I know we've been talking bees, so some people came and went because, you know, the bee talk wasn't for them. But I was an SOS situation here. I want to make sure that I didn't walk away today and that swarm capture die completely out and me take too much from this guy over to here and end up hurting this guy. I didn't want to do that. So I want to make sure that my 2 good beekeeping friends in here, Chad and Baddest Bees, made sure that I did something good here. That I can, this guy survives. Of course, number 1's doing great. With the new queen, and of course that I gave these guys enough bees and queen cells to, again, like Baddest Bee said earlier, that queen I gave them earlier, she may be out on a virgin flight and then coming back, and she's gonna come back to a hive full of a lot more bees, which would be good. They'll be able to support her as long as they accept her. And then the queen cells that are in there, of course, if she comes back and they're in there, you know, she can destroy them. And if the other bees say, "Oh, you're a mated queen, we like you." All right, Chad says I have several weak hives, but I let them build up and then I have a hive in spring to work with. Yep. That's true. Always good to have more than 1 hive. What you laughing about, Lauren? What's Ramsey Country saying funny? Ray Saracen, there's another good beekeeper. How you doing, Ray? Good day. Looks like a problem solved. Okay, good. I'm glad you say that, Ray, because I know you're a formidable beekeeper there too. I like your input on a lot of the issues and questions I have. So hopefully, Ray, so we have Baddest Bees. Everybody go check out Baddest Bees. 5L 4-H Ranch, Chad L. Go check him out. He's a great beekeeper, a helper friend of mine, which he also won $25 on our live, my 2200 celebration. Chad has 9 highs as today. Good job, buddy. And then Ray Saracen, good friend in here also. Well, Lauren, I'm on my phone right now, so I'd have to scroll up and stuff on my phone, and I can barely even see as it is. So I'm not on my laptop to be able to see all the. I see the chat as it pops up and goes away. Pops up and goes away. That's why I was having a hard time reading Baddest Bees as I read earlier. So you're all laughing at me, and I don't know what you're laughing about. Well, I think we're doing okay. I got 3 good bee experts there that said we may be good. I'll check back in a few days. Again, those were capped queen cells. A queen from egg to emerging is 16 days. I believe that's right. 8 days in the capped phase. So I don't know when those were capped. Ray says picked up 4 complete hives. Awesome. So 16 days from egg to bee, emerged bee, queen bee, 8 days capped. So I don't know how long they've been capped for. So if I come back in a few days, I'll check and see if the bees are still in here and what the status of those queens are, and if that virgin queen came back. So again, I'll give it a few days. I'm no expert. I'm just a bee nerd. I'm pretty well. I'll take a bee nerd any day. Is the red bird still eating your bees? Now that red bird is a summer tanager, not a cardinal like I had said. In my voice, I'd put summer tanager in the text overlay when I came back and found out. Because I said that didn't look like I knew it was a red bird. It was a red bird, but it was not a red bird what we call cardinals. Hey, Asher brothers. So I did not see it today. Every time I come up here, that red bird, and it has that distinct tweet. That it's a summer tanager, and I've not heard it, but the people I've talked to says that bird could eat a lot of bees. And a challenge is that red bird, the summer tanager, can sit outside your hive, and when that big old fat queen comes back, that bird can gobble her right out of the air. Very, very easily, and you can lose your queen very easy to a bird like that. That's hive friendly. It likes to sit in front of the hive and eat all your bees coming and going. So I may have a bird issue going on. I've got raccoons and coyote issues and fox issues. Well, now I got a bird issue eating my bees. Dragonflies eat bees too. That's right, Ray. We have tons and tons of dragonflies here, but not right this time of year. Our dragonflies are summertime, and you'll just see my whole field be covered in dragonflies. I check them, but I don't use smoke. Can make them baller. Oh yeah, that's true. I've seen that. You're right. I use a little bit of smoke. I did use a lot of smoke today because the bees were so active, and they said they were. I'm far away, and I've had the bees still coming over here making me mad. Driftless Acres, might have to put a scarecrow out there. I need a bird. I need a big burly dude in a Speedo burrito, or no, American flag Speedo, right guys? Yeah. Some of you still may remember I know Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm remembers the big Speedo, American flag Speedo. My intro is loading in about 10 minutes. Awesome. Cool, Baddest Bees. I can't wait to see it. Everybody go check out Baddest Bees. He's got an intro loading in about 10 minutes. Well, guys, I think we've solved our bee problem. We may just drive around a little bit. We got some pretty cool things going on. Let's see what else we got going on here. Driftless Acres, awesome. Keep skunks. That's why you see my raised stands here. Skunks, especially if your stands are sitting on the ground or on a block, skunks. Lazy Pond Farms, Speedo is a naughty word on this channel. That's funny. KBL, save the bees. That's right, buddy. But Ray Saracen is talking about skunks. Skunks will eat the heck out of bees. A skunk will go up to your beehive that's low to the ground, and it will go over and just start gobbling your bees up as they try to get in and out. But having raised colonies, hives, helps that. A skunk can still reach that barely, but that's my hives are pretty high up. I've got them on a pallet, and then I've got I think those are 18 inches, 16 or 18 inch raised frames or raised stands. Gonna be driving home from work, but I will be listening. Awesome, Chad. Well, I think we're gonna go around to the barn and see a few things up on the barn. So I'm gonna take the camera down. I think y'all have answered and solved my SOS, BSOS, and I will check back and give everybody an update. I did do a video today of the inspection, so we've got this live that we'll process, and then I'll publish the video of me doing that inspection today, just to make sure all my beekeeping friends can look at it and make sure what I'm saying was the truth of what they actually see too in the hives. And then I'll come back and do an update in a few days, and then post that one after this one. So y'all will see the inspection of this today before you hear the update of what happened here. So let's move on. Let me get this down here, guys. So I don't apologize if it's going to be a little bumpy. You got a bumpy ride. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, move that over. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm going to flip y'all over, everybody. Whoop. It didn't do it, or did it? All right. Orientation is lock. Rotate. Okay, I gotta turn it back over. Apologize for that, everybody. What I need to do is take it out of here. Sorry. Oh. Okay, we're on here. I'm going to flip this back over here. Apologize for the ugly mug of mine. All right, here we go. Apologize for that terrible videography there, everybody. I had to invert my tripod here. Okay, whew, it's bright. So here is this colony, and y'all can see what I did to the inside of it. Lots and lots of bees in there. See, everybody? So now we got lots and lots of bees in our swarm capture. Okay, y'all think I'm crazy for doing that, don't you? Was that? Oh, okay, they're flying around. Now these are the two mean ones. Of course, I took some from that one and put over there. But number one's my really mean hive. But it just kicks butt and takes names. This one's a little bit calmer, but doesn't do it quite as good. And of course, the swarm, you saw I opened that up. I didn't get attacked, so that was good. That was a good thing. I did not get attacked. So let's walk over to the barn. 12 people still in here. Who's that? Homesteading Northern Michigan. Jason, I was watching your live of you starting up your sawmill. I had to get away, get some stuff done. And did you get it running, buddy? I'm gonna go back and finish that. But I was in your live. I don't know if you'll go back and see my comments. Did you get your mill running? I want to know that. Somebody tell me if he got his mill running today, because he was having issues getting it started. I was in there with several of y'all. Oh, Driftless Acres, thank you so much. It's so funny. He said, put this towards some videography lessons. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He just paid $5 to give me a put down. Driftless Acres, you're awesome. I'll give you a super chat shout out on the next live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They say raised helps bees sting skunks. Yep, that's true. So Driftless Acres, I will be doing a super chat shout out for you. You know, you're at the top there, showing that Driftless Acres just gave a super chat. It was $5, not $500. Okay, all right. No, I'm not even gonna mention it if it's not $500. Just kidding, just kidding. $5 is awesome. I appreciate that so much. But he used that $5 to mention how bad my videography is. So, and I don't know if y'all noticed, he sees exactly right. Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm and Jason from Homesteading Northern Michigan, they don't hold things back. When I screw up, they tell me. And my last video, it was the beekeeping video where it was actually this beekeeping video before this one, where I had the big giant queen cell. And I'm using my new software, Filmora 9, and I love it. Love Filmora 9's great editing software. So, but I just move along so quickly with it, so quickly now, that I got ahead of myself and I left in a double edit. So you see me say the same thing twice in 2 different takes. I left both takes in there. Both of them caught it. Within 15 minutes of the video being produced, I got 2 guys saying, "Tim, you suck. Why are you leaving this crap, this stuff in this video?" The joke's on you guys. I got 1,000 views out of that video. So there you go. My worst editing video, and I get 1,000 views on it. That 1,000 views in the first day is pretty good for me. That's really good for me. I normally only get, a couple hundred views in the first day or so. So 1,000 views. So there you go, Jason and Kevin, 1,000 views. Terrible editing. And Driftless Acres just gave me $5 to take videography lessons. So there you go. That worked out pretty good. Not at all how we told you. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah. You're a funny guy. So thank you, Driftless Acres. On my next live, I will be doing the super chat shout out. Now, I had two super chats the other day. This live here was an impromptu SOS. I don't have any itinerary or anything, so I'm not doing the super chat shout outs today, but I'll have super chat shout outs from the last live and this live in the next formal live when I've got a schedule made up, so I make sure I don't miss anybody or anything. I love that. So thank you, Driftless Acres. That was very, very nice of you. So y'all seen the video of the kill cone. Actually, guys, the 1,000 views was in the chicken video. The bee video, it got like 700 though. So yeah, okay, I'll have to back up on that. You might have left it in there 2 times. Yeah, I planned that. That was planned that way. You're right. So here's the kill cone, and worked pretty good. You saw how we put the chickens in there and do the head. See the hatchet spots on the thing? That worked out good. We come over here to the ground, and the feathers are still here. You can still see a lot of the feathers. It does make a mess. It does make a mess. The barrel pluckers do a really good job, but they're $200-300, I think. And that drill bit was maybe $15-20, and of course I bought the kill cone with it and all the scalpels. So I thought it was a pretty good deal. It worked great for what we do. You talking about the murder hornets? No murder hornets here, no murder hornets here. But I do have a swarm trap I put up there because I knew I had all those queen cells, so I put a swarm trap right up here with the lemongrass, and it's right close to the bees. See the bees right behind me, right there. So there's bees, and there's a swarm trap. So, hey Victoria, good to see you. So we're at the barn, and you can see all the work that me and Starla did repairing the barn. And I videoed all this, you know, and it was in the video. Murder hornets are a scare tactic. Yeah, I agree. All right, so you can see all the repairs done here. And we knew this was all termite damage, but then, you know, I mentioned that I had fascia damage and water damage up top. Well, oh my gosh, if we get up here, it was way worse than I thought. I spent all day. See all the light boards up there? All that had to be repaired, and all those windows, had to repair all the bottom of all 3 windows. I know they look like they're old boards, except for that one. But what I did was boards I had taken off down here, I saved the good pieces and I used them to redo those window frames up there. So you can see all that had to be replaced, all that, and I haven't even done the other side and a lot of fascia. Oh my gosh. Whoa, $20 super chat. I missed that. I gotta see who did that. That was Ray Saracen. Oh, Ray, can you buy a hive tool and give it away? I have no time to. Absolutely. So we'll have to give a hive tool away. Ray, you can. I've got a new email. It's on my about page. It's RidgeLife MRF, which is Macon Ridge Farms. That's what we call our farm here. So RidgeLife MRF, one word, RidgeLife MRF at gmail.com. Ray, email me and tell me what kind of tool you would like me to give away. I'll buy one and do a giveaway in your name, buddy. So thank you for that super chat. That was really, really nice of you. Thank you very much. So you'll be getting a shout out, super chat shout out as well. Awesome. Thank you very much. That was really cool. You guys are awesome. Let's walk around the other side of the barn here, and you can see what more I've got to do. And but it's fun. I am not complaining about all this, guys. I love having this property up here on the ridge and doing all this work. Man, I would do this every day of my life and not go to work if I could. I would just repair barns, play with bees, clean chicken coops, harvest chickens, collect eggs. Man, hair sheep soon. Going to get some horses up here in the barn. We're going to put stalls in the barn, have some horses. Isn't that a wonderful life? I'm not old enough to retire yet. I'm definitely not rich enough to retire yet. But oh man, life is good on the ridge, guys. It really, really is. So come around to this side of the barn, you're going to see a lot of stuff that's not quite up to par. Okay. Homesteading Northern Mission. Jason, you said yes, it is good. It is running. His mill is running. I gotta go back and watch that because I am upset. I wanted to see it run. Driftles Acres said amen to that. Oh my gosh. Keep growing this YouTube channel and you will have a film crew following you around when you retire early. Oh, that'd be cool, Kevin. I'm not really in it for that. I just love being out here talking to y'all, and I love doing all this stuff, filming it. It's just fun. It really is fun. All right, so this side of the barn we have not done yet, and you can see here, look at this termite. Look at that termite damage. Termite. That is hollow, and you can see down here, look at that. That is termite damage. So, we got to finish fixing that all the way through there. Inside the chicken coop. I know the chicken coop's kind of nasty right now because we are going to redo it. But if we back up, you can see that fascia board there is completely destroyed. Okay, I knew that. I'm gonna have to replace that. And if we back up, you can see I went up there. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I went up there and pulled off the boards at the bottom of the windows, and they were all rotted out. And then of course the bottom run there is rotted out. So I've got to repair all that as well. Got to get up there. I'm gonna get my boy up here this time because excuse me, he wasn't here when I did that last time, so it was mostly me by myself. Yeah, that would be great, Bass Bees. So lots of stuff got to repair here, and of course that coop is going to be a duck coop. We're going to move that to the pond, the Ridge Pond, and we're going to have ducks in that coop. And then at the end there, we're going to build a giant coop, and then clean this run up, get some sand in here and some new pine chips and everything, redo all the, we're going to replace all this chicken wire with hardware cloth. I already bought the hardware cloth, just got to put it in. I don't know if y'all noticed, see how the Ray Saracen's $20 super chat is still up there? I didn't know this until I started giving people super chats. Driftless Acres had the $5 super chat. It was up there and it went away. It stays up there longer the bigger the super chat. I did not know that. I was like, I gave a guy a super chat one time of $5, $5.99 or whatever it was, and somebody else did $20, and mine went away like that. And I'm like, hey, what happened there? Because I think I don't know if the guy had seen it yet when I gave him the super chat. Well, that's what it is. In case you want to know, Driftless Acres, you probably already knew that. You've been around. But Ray Saracen's 20 is staying up for a very long time. And then basically that gives him a shout out to his channel, because y'all see that up there. And if you can see Ray Saracen, if you click on it, and his comment, what he said. So if you're on a, I don't have a big channel, and I really appreciate the super chat, guys. That was really nice. But those big channels that have 200, 300,000, and you want to say something to one of those guys in a live chat, and there's 700 people in their live, it's hard to get your comment noticed by them. Well, you throw out a $1.99, $2.99 super chat, it highlights the color and it highlights your comment, and they're more likely to see it, those bigger channels. Now me, I'm just a small channel, so I don't have as much going through, so I usually get to see it, especially on replay. I go back and read my replay and make sure I comment on everybody in the comments. But yeah, but when you see a super chat pop up there and you're a creator, it does make your heart sing. So I appreciate that. That was really nice, guys. So Driftless Acres, I'm gonna have to get some video lessons, and Ray Saracen, I'm gonna have to get a hive tool and do a giveaway, because the hive tools are very awesome things. So lots of work going on here. Let's go back around this way. Hope y'all having fun. I mean, I know I'm having fun talking to y'all, and y'all made me feel a lot better about the bees. I was worried there. I was getting to the point where that swarm catch was getting ready to just dwindle away, and I didn't want to lose it. So y'all really helped me. I appreciate that so much. So let's walk back over here. I gotta do some. Don't need to mow out here yet, but I got to weed eat around the pond. It is starting to grow up, and there's some big fish out there too. I don't know if y'all, you can't see it. There's big turtles and big fish. Y'all can see the pond right here, or you saw, remember on my lessons from the ridge, I put out the duck decoys, and I jumped in the water and froze my butt off. But there are some big old fish in there. Big old fish. Now the other day when we were fishing, you saw us, we were catching little bitty bass, little bitty largemouth bass, but there are some big bass in there. That is for sure. Come back over to the hives. Man, they're all still flying good. Haven't seen any washboarding, and I've been looking around, everybody. Usually these pines up here, that's where your swarms. The swarms get about 15, 18 feet in the trees, and they'll collect on these pines. And they really like doing that, but I haven't seen any swarms around our property so I'm gonna have to just keep an eye out, because they were definitely showing swarm tendencies, that's for sure. But you have a really strong hive, and you end up losing half of them to a swarm. You still got a really strong hive, and you're still doing good. We got a little pond we finally successfully treated with algae out. Oh yeah, you got to watch out. Driftless Acres, We haven't had to do that at all in our pond. The only time you'll see a lot of grass or anything in there is when I weed eat all that around, you know, the edge, and it goes inside. But we've got in there sterile grass carp. You get sterile grass carp, otherwise carp will take over your pond. But you buy sterile grass carp and they will eat all that green stuff out. And they keep it really, really clean. And so we've not had any duckweed, any moss, algae. We've had no issues with that since we've been here. Gosh, since 2017. We came to the Ridge in 2017. 2017? Yeah, something like that. So sterile grass carp in your pond, you'll love it. You gotta watch out for catfish and crappie. Crappie, our pond's way too small for crappie. You need a big pond for crappie. Catfish you got to watch out for. What we have in our pond is now we have 3 sterile grass carp. We had 2 older ones. They were like 15 pounds. They were huge. One of them died, so there's still one in there. I've seen it going around. Hey, Tim's World. And then we have the 2 baby grass carp, sterile grass carp, and then we have a lot of largemouth bass, hybrid bluegill, and put a lot of fathead minnows in there as bait fish. So it's a very healthy pond. Really nice. All right, so let's drive around, guys. We still have 9 people in here, so let's drive around a little bit. Let's see what we got going on here. We'll have a little fun on the Kubota. Let's not get stuck though. It's still really wet out there. Let's not get stuck. All right, I'm gonna flip y'all around. Right there's how I do. Okay, crappie will take over a pond. If you like big bass, don't put crappie in. That's right. That's what I'm saying. You have to have I think you have to have a half-acre minimum, a half-acre pond or minimum to have it. Hey, Sonny Roberts, that's my uncle, bud. My awesome uncle. I've learned so much from him. Just about being a man and taking care of cars and everything else. So him and my grandpa were awesome role models. I appreciate them very much. And hunting, pretty much everything I've learned from those 2 guys. And my father-in-law, my previous father-in-law, Jerry, wonderful man, taught me a lot. So those 3 guys, my grandpa, my Uncle Sonny, and my father-in-law, great men. And my dad, that's a long story. I'll tell you all about that. I love my dad. He's up in Connecticut, and we've got a really good relationship. There's a lot there. It's a good story. It's a happy ending, and I'm very, very pleased with how it's all turning out. So, Dad, if you're watching this, I love you, and it's a good thing. So we're all blessed, that's for sure. So thank you, Uncle Sonny. Let's get out on the Kubota and drive around. I said I'm gonna flip this around so y'all can see where I'm going. I'm going back to weed eat. Oh yeah, no problem, Bass Bees. I appreciate you, man. I got Scout Bee. Oh yeah, I appreciate you, Bass Bees. All right, so let's go out here. Let's see what we got going on out in the woods on the ridge. One of these days, I gotta tell you all about Meteor Valley. Ooh, I know I've mentioned it 100 times, and I think it's about time we do a report on it. Oh, look at the mud. Oh, nothing in the traps here. We got a bone set. Is the bone still there? Yep, there's the bone. Bone's still there. Woo, woo. Ooh, there's a tree stand. All right, got to come back around. Roll through the woods. Traps here. Nothing. I need to get out and rebait my traps. I've been so busy with the log home build and work and company coming over. And I've got to rebait my traps. Asher Brothers. I don't know if Anthony's still in here, but I got the videos. I gotta watch those videos so I can get a little better at it. I got some new bone sets I'm gonna be putting out. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Some of y'all may not have been in here for this. I was putting in some traps the other day. Make sure y'all can hear me. Hey, M&K, what's up, man? I was putting in some traps the other day, and it was in a trapping video, and some of you may not have seen it. And I came across some metal, and I dug this up. I don't know if y'all can see it. What, isn't that cool? I dug this out of the ground. It's in poor shape. Royal Crown Cola, best by taste test. That is a cool old sign. I don't know, and we're out in the middle of nowhere. You know, we are out in the middle of nowhere here. RC Cola, loved it when I was a kid. Y'all, M&K, you remember putting peanuts down in it? Put peanuts down in your soda and drink and eat it? Oh, it's pretty awesome. All right, how about get you a moon pie? Hey, let's walk over here. And if Uncle Sonny, if you're still in this live chat, you gotta see this. You have got to see this. Y'all have seen licking stumps, right? Well, this stump here, okay, y'all see the barbed wire? See, there's barbed wire that was around this tree at some point when that tree was this big. Now, this tree was actually this big, from here to here. So that's about 28, 32 inches wide. This tree was that wide. I guess some minerals, you know, you have mineral locations. Well, the deer, that's why on my trail cam, the deer are just flocking. I guess deer don't flock, herding into this tree stump, eating it away. I mean, you can see how they're pawing in the ground. You can see how deep that is. Look how deep that is. That is deep. But man, this is huge how they've been eating. See, that tree went from there to there, and they've eaten that whole tree out, all the wood. Pop, yeah. Yeah, Alabama pop, they say, yeah. Now, we call it soda. In the South, pop is soda. Up north, they call soda, they call it pop. In some places, they call it soda pop. They just can't make their mind up, I guess. But actually, in the true South, we don't call it soda or pop. We call it Coke. Hey, give me a Coke. What kind you want? Give me a Pepsi. Hey, give me a Coke. What kind you want? Give me a Dr. Pepper. I'm serious, people. I'm serious. That's the truth. You go into a place in the South and they say they want a Coke. You have to ask them what kind, and they're going to say Pepsi. It's crazy. But look at it. That is what you call a mineral eating location. And check out that barbed wire fence that used to be in that tree. Isn't that cool? That is just really, really cool. A lot of deer there. A lot of deer. And you can see all the tracks. All the deer tracks. Deer tracks everywhere. Everywhere. Lots of deer. All right, let's get back on the Kubota. New Jersey said it's soda. Yeah, I had some friends from Michigan. They called it pop. Jason, homesteading Northern Michigan. If you're still in here, what do you call cola? You know, if you're gonna go drink a cola, what do you ask for? Do you say soda? Do you say pop? Soda pop? Coke? What do you say? Just checked Amazon, two 12 packs of RC Cola for, oh wow. Chad says it's pop. No, Chad, it's not pop, it's soda. It may make a pop fizzle sound, but it's soda. Soda's what makes the pop, so we call it soda. All right, I'm funny. Let's go. All right, keep on going. Woohoo! Come back around. All right. Boom, it's bright. So, turkey season's over with. I gotta get my turkey blinds down. This is where the pond's gonna be. And I may get out and I think it's maybe dry enough to start pushing this hole here and start making the pond. I gotta get the bush hog out here. See how tall that grass is getting? I need to get the bush hog out here and over by Grandma Carol by the log home build. Oh, thank you, McKay. I appreciate it. So yeah, I need to start building the pond here. This is where the hair sheep's gonna be. So I've got to build a new field for hunting in back on top of the ridge and that will be the new hunting field, and this will no longer be the hunting field. This will be the hair sheep livestock field. So I got to put fences up, build a watering, watering hole, and do all that. But it's good work. It's fun. It's something I definitely enjoy. So let's move on around. Got to get all these trees chopped up here, and dirt pushed out, all the stumps, so I can get my fence up. Come back up. Y'all are getting some updates here that other people might not be getting. A lot of this information would be administered out in individual videos. You're all getting some behind the scenes information in this live, my impromptu emergency beekeeping live. So the riprap there, that's almost 12 tons of riprap. I got it delivered for erosion control, and it's been so rainy. And then the days that hadn't been rain, we've been doing other things that had to be done, barn repair and all the other things. So we are going to get the riprap out in our erosion control, and I'll show you the videos of that. That is almost 12 tons of riprap, just big rock, and it helps erosion control greatly. So it works great. So let's go back around by the log home build real quick, and we still have 9 people in here, so I appreciate the people that have stayed along with us. And we'll go around and look at the log home build, and then head back to the farmhouse. I'm gonna flip you around. Woohoo! Just gotta do this without wrecking. Log home build site, and this is super exciting. Super exciting. Don't you love, everybody, don't you love these split face blocks, not bricks. Mom says don't call them bricks. They're not bricks, they're blocks. These split face blocks are gorgeous for a foundation. I just love this. It's just going to be awesome. This giant front porch right here, looking out over the hair sheep field. Just gonna be gorgeous. And y'all see what those big white piles are? That's our lumber. Y'all saw the video of the lumber being delivered. Big giant timbers. We're so happy. I gotta get out here and bush hog this field, don't I? And this sand right here, this was left over from the foundation build. I'm gonna take all this sand and I'm gonna use that in our chicken run. I'm gonna get out a lot of the chicken poop, use that for compost, get the sand down, then I'm gonna put the pine chips on top of that. The sand is real good for getting the water to drain through, so the pine chips for them to walk on and scratch in, and of course, we have all kinds of dusting areas for them and everything. So there's goods and bads about sand. You gotta be careful. Sand is not good for chicken scratch or for grit. It's not large enough for grit. At least that kind of sand. That's really fine sand. All right. Pretty awesome. We're happy with the log home build. So all we're waiting on now is the electrician to get out here and get our temporary pole up, and then our power lines will get it ran in, and that is the go-to. That is the call sign for the timber guys for the log home to start putting them up. Once we get that electricity, that pole put in, they get the call to get out here, and we're on the schedule to get this build process going. And we got the rough end of the plumbing. I'll show that on another video. And when we get the temporary power, that'll be on that video, probably one video of power and plumbing. And the next video should be putting some timbers up. Oh man, every one of these packages here has those big timbers, and I just can't wait to get them open. And each one's gonna have the big the awesome timbers. We're using the Genesis log system from Honest Abe log homes, and it's just amazing. Beautiful day today. I got a lot of things I still want to do this afternoon. Let's drive back to the log home build site. I don't know, log home build site. Back to the farmhouse, and we'll see if anything else jumps out at us. Then we'll wrap things up. So let's go. Hey, you're back, buddy. That's up. I can't wait to see that mill in operation, Jason. $25 super chat for me to get some videography lessons. I do appreciate that. Ray Saracen gave us $20 to me to purchase a hive keeping tool, and I'll be buying one of those and giving away in Ray Saracen's name. So thank you very much, Ray. I do appreciate that. We'll speed on up here to the Ridge Barn. See if anything jumps out at us on the way there. Wrap it up. Woo! Man, I love this Kubota. It is a good farm. It's an implement, man. It really is. It's a tool. It's not a high-speed Razor, Ranger, or any of those things. You know, it's a diesel. It's a hydrostatic. It's a tractor. It's basically a four-seater tractor with a hydraulic dump bed. That's what it is. Perfect for being here on the ridge. Woo! M&K still in the house. Don't get a chance, go check out M&K Outdoors. Whoa. A lot of good things going on there. Check out Ray Saracen. Ray's got a lot of good knowledge, beekeeping, a lot of cool things. Of course, Chad 5L4H Ranch, or 5L4H Ranch, Chad L. Check him out. Baddest Bees, Castle Hives. Of course, Lauren in and she's working her tail off with all those goats. She is working her tail off. Homestead Northern Michigan got a new sawmill, his own personal sawmill, and that is amazing. That is some awesome stuff. Be able to make your own logs. Turn around here. Unpaved Explorer, Simply Southern Roots. Awesome channels right there. David O'Telling's in the house. Hey, what's up, David? Get my soda here. This is not a pop, this is a soda. How is Sparky doing? Hey, Mike, John. David is calling them out. You see the roosters, the chickens are much happier. Y'all seen the chicken videos? Dr. Pepper, good man, that's right. So we got rid of, we had 3 too many roosters, and nature took care of one of them. It was the silky rooster, and then we took care of an Americana, the grayish one, and the one of the other red silky roosters. And so I made the video of the plucker, and that's a really good video. I have 1,000 views on that just in a couple days. And I got 2 more videos coming out of that. One is a processing video, and that was of that Americana, how to how to process the carcass properly. And then I got the one of the silky rooster. It's just pretty much the same thing as the Americana, but because it has black skin, I had to make it a separate video, because black skin on an animal with the black gizzard and just freakiness. I think we're gonna fry that up and have black skin fried chicken. Yes, it's going to be amazing. What I may end up doing is grilling it on the grill, and see what that black skin does on the grill. On the smoker. Might be good. Put a little Cavender seasoning on it. That'd be pretty awesome. Unpaved Explorer, how you doing, man? Everybody go check out Unpaved Explorer. He does a lot of cool outdoor activities. He always makes sure he tells everybody to keep exploring. Jason said he heard that the silky chicken tastes great, just looks weird. It does. Excuse me. Chicken's talking to us. Unpaved Explorer says he's doing well. That's awesome. Good to hear you. Good to hear it, buddy. want to make sure that all our channels are still healthy and well. Blessed. I will keep it at the talk more about it tonight. Awesome. Good deal, David Hotelling. Do you have a live going on tonight, David? I may have missed the announcement for that. So if you've got a live going on, we've got to make sure we all go check out David Hotelling channels live. Just give us a thumbs up, David, if or what time you're out on the east or west coast. Hey, Lauren, you've always got some animals to take care of, I know. And we were talking about you while you're gone, too, so you're going to have to go back and look at it. I don't know if earlier you saw how you talked about having all the animals to take care of, all the baby, baby goats and everything you got going on. David says his live is every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Lauren, so yes, you've got a lot of animals to take care of, but think about it. I've got 20 or 30,000 babies over there. I got to take care of all those babies, all those little baby bees that are in that hive and those colonies. They need me to take care of them. I've got to at least come out here and watch their mommies fly. Or no, there's one mommy, the queen. I got to watch all their ants. Yes, the worker bees are the ants. I'm trying to get make sure I get the terminology right here. I got to make sure all the ants are doing a good job taking care of them babies, because that's my job, and it's a tough one. And on Mars, I hear the goats are easy to take care of. So your job on Mars is pretty easy, I'm told. So Lauren is awesome. She has a lot of livestock, and she go see her videos of her livestock, and they are gorgeous, just like those chickens back there. Hey, chicken! Whoa! Yeah, but so since we got rid of the most of the roosters, the white rooster and the gold rooster there, they stay right with the hens, and they do a great job of protecting them. They don't fight too much. Things are peaceful on the ridge. Lauren says, at least you don't have to spend hours looking for a lamb and end up not finding him. I look for hours for the queen and can't find her. I looked at 3 hives while ago, sweating an 80-degree, wearing a bee suit, covered head to, and I couldn't find the queen. Gotta be as tough as looking for a lamb. It's not. It really isn't. It's not. Not at all. But chicken's doing good. Chicken's doing good. Yeah, you can laugh at me, Lauren. I know you always laugh at me. Hey, I went back and watched the 2020 or 2200 live today. Have you all noticed how long it's taken for lives to process? I do a live, it takes over a day before it to become available to watch, and then the live chat still wasn't available. I haven't gone back this evening and looked, but the live chat wasn't available. The live was the 2200 celebration live, because I want to make sure I got my super chat shout outs all documented properly, and see what everybody was laughing at with my mom. Somebody calling her mama. She's my mama, nobody else's mama. But you can call her mama, that's fine. Lauren says, I was in pajama pants chasing rabbits after a storm before in the mud. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But yeah, the lives are taking forever to process. I upload a video, and a 15, 12-minute video, and it processes pretty quickly. But a 45-minute live takes a whole day to process. It's crazy. I don't know what's up with that. Anybody else having that issue? I do want to remind everybody to do lives, because I didn't plan on doing this live today. I was working on the bees and came across my SOS, and I jumped on here to talk to my beekeeping buddies, and now we've been on here for 68 minutes. Lauren says she once had a goat drag her across a field. Man, that's crazy. Lives take a while to process. That's right, David. I guess they have to go through every comment in the chat and every word. They got to parse it to make sure no one said anything bad about the virus, or anybody said any kind of, thing that and another thing is probably because I'm monetized. So because I'm monetized, they have to really scrutinize the content and the speech to make sure it satisfies the advertiser's requirements. So that may be why I've noticed my processing time up, because of the monetization. It is what it is, I guess. Lauren says, I had to go shoulder deep and deliver triplet lambs all by myself once. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. But more kudos to you there, Lauren, because that's a good life. It really is. Sounds like you were raised right. You're a good woman, so I do appreciate you. David says they have to make sure no copyright infringements. Yep, with music. Yeah, if I've had to turn music off in the background because, you know, if you got a radio going in the garage and you're doing a live, and if the microphone picks that music up, you'll get a copyright hit. So, and she delivered a calf with a head turned back, and it took hours. Man, Lauren, you need to get some videos of these things because those would be awesome to watch. I know they're not probably fun to do, but they'd be awesome to watch. I know that when things like that happen, though, your first instinct isn't to grab your camera, huh? David says that you get 3 strikes, they cut out your account. That would be bad. I would hate that. That would be bad, bad, bad. Okay, so I have been. Let's say make sure I get caught up. Got some more discussion about the RidgeLife Freedom Tour. You know, jumping on our motorcycles. My motorcycle is ready to be picked up from the shop. Yes. Yes. So we're going to be heading to Nashville to get the motorcycle whenever I can. And I've been riding my wife's Ducati Monster to work, and it's a fun, agile little motorcycle, but I miss my ex Diavel, that's for sure. So we'll get those things all ready for our Freedom Tour. And y'all remember, I call it the Freedom Tour because we're going to be free of this stay-at-home oppression. We're going to get out and visit the people we've met on YouTube and just have some good old fellowship. And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a real good time. And then I've got a couple more discussions. I told you Deep South Homestead said they can't confirm us to come yet. They're waiting for their state's recommendations for safer at home and all that. But they're possibly open to it. And Deep South Homestead's a big, great channel. Love them. And another contact I just had, VW Family Farm. They said they like the idea too. They can't commit to it right now. You know, that is Father's Day weekend. We'll be coming through their area. So we're going to try to work it out with VW Family Farm. And, you know, remember, they were the ones that were setting up the spring shindig there down in Arkansas. We had to cancel it this year, you know, so I didn't get the chance to meet them in person. And I really want to meet those guys because they have a lot of knowledge, homesteading knowledge, and I could learn a lot from them. So I'd love to just, get to meet them, shoot a quick video, saying, hey, we're visiting, RidgeLife's on our tour, give them a shout out just for being so cordial. It's really cool. So VW Family Farm, I reached out to Jared Crocker. He's down in Texas, and we're going to be going right by where he lives. So if we could go see Jared Crocker, that would be so awesome. Jason Crocker hasn't responded yet, but he's a hard guy to get a hold of. He doesn't have Wi-Fi out where he is. He has to go in town to do his uploads and all that stuff. So he gets caught up on his bazillion emails and stuff. So Jason hadn't had a chance to get back with me yet, and I understand. Daniel Arms, I did talk to him, and he's probably not. The days I was going to be there, he is not available. Going to be out of town with business. But he said check back when it gets closer because if things change with his business, then he may be available. So that was really, really nice of Daniel Arms. Everyone's got to know Daniel Arms at Arms Family Homestead. Great channel. Keeping It Dutch is busy up there. But so many good channels in Oklahoma. I can't wait to visit my awesome friends, the Corgills, the Payne family. I'm going to see Walker Farm Fam, Robertson Belly Acres, the Heathstead, Jason Avers. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anybody up there in Oklahoma. If I did, I apologize, but Oklahoma, boom. Backyard Bees NC, where were you at earlier, man? We had a bee conundrum. But I think Baddest Bees and Chad and Ray Saracen have helped me out. You can go back and watch this, make sure whenever it comes back out, make sure I didn't jack something up to your liking, but good to have your Backyard Bees NC. I had a swarm issue. It was dying out on me, and I had to do basically a pseudo split into that swarm. We'll see if it survives. A lot of queen cells I had in some of my other colonies. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the RidgeLife Freedom Tour 2020. It's going to be a pretty cool thing to visit. We're right at 20 stops now on our tour through from West Tennessee. And what I really want to do, as soon as I get my motorcycle back, I'm going to get my phone and everything attached, and I'm going to see if I can go live while I'm on the road with a mic in my helmet so you can hear me, and I'll have my camera on a ram mount on my handlebars, and hopefully you'll be able to see when I go through Memphis. You can see the Bass Pro Pyramid, the Mississippi River Bridge, and the Memphis skyline. And as we head over into Arkansas, I'd love to be able to go live when I'm doing that. That would just be so cool. And another place I want to go live while I'm on the motorcycle is in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Guys, if you haven't been to Hot Springs, Arkansas, it is a beautiful place. The hills, the mountains, the gorges, the valleys, the hot springs. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully I can go live on the motorcycle. That'd just be so cool. I'll have a GoPro running and everything, so I'll get footage, but I just wanted to do a live so I could share it with you, boom, instantly. We will be doing Facebook updates. So I'll be doing Facebook updates so you can see our progress. So our YouTube will lag behind during those phases. I'll have to upload and edit and all that stuff, but Facebook, I'll be able to do some Facebook pictures, uploads, comments, updates and stuff. It's gonna be awesome. And then another thing I'm trying to get the route situated through Mississippi to where we can do the Natchez Trace from Natchez, Mississippi up to Jackson. I'm told is just gorgeous. And so I'm trying to, there's a place called the Windsor Ruins. It's an old plantation house that burned, and the ruins of the big columns are still there, and I've heard it's gorgeous, the Windsor Ruins. We may go through there, but I want the Natchez Trace is supposed to be beautiful, and in the springtime it should just be gorgeous. So I really want to ride the Natchez Trace from Natchez to Jackson, and then we'll jump on 55 and go up and visit some more YouTube friends. I just want to show you something I just got. If y'all can see this, I'm going to flip the camera around. Boom. All right, this was what was just on my leg. Everybody know what that is? That is a Lone Star tick. We call it the Lone Star tick because of the one white spot on it. It hadn't bitten into me yet. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. It hadn't bitten into me yet, but I do not like ticks. They give you Lyme disease and all that stuff. Luckily, we don't really have too much Lyme disease down here in West Tennessee. Not saying it's not possible, but that is a Lone Star tick. And I'm going to make sure he dies and goes away, because I do not like ticks. All right, he is dispatched. Don't like ticks. But yeah, he was just crawling on my leg. Oh, hate ticks. Gotta make sure there's not any more on me. I have to go home and ask the wife to check me for ticks. Woohoo! All right. Well, guys, it is 78 minutes into this live, and y'all have stuck around here. We got 21 thumbs up, 7 people still in the live, and I so appreciate everyone hanging around while we play with our bees today. I gotta go see Jason, homesteading Michigan, if he's got a video out of him getting that mill. I'm gonna see if his live's out and if he ever got that mill going on his live, because I had to leave the live and I really want to see that. So until next time, I hope everyone enjoys their life like we're enjoying our life here on the Ridge. I know God is blessing every single one of you in different ways, and I hope he continues to bless every single one of you with health and joy in this life. I don't want to wish money or power on anyone. I want to wish joy and love and contentment on every single one of you, because those are the things that are going to make you want to be in this life and enjoy it to the fullest. So don't want money, don't want power. Excuse me. Dream and pray for those things: joy, contentment, strength, and love. Excuse me, I apologize. It's the pollen and stuff. It's that season. It's good for the bees, hard on the allergies. Heather says, yeah, he got it going. It didn't have oil in the engine. Ooh, at least it didn't run. Hopefully it was oil pressure switch wasn't kicking in. Yeah, you got to put some oil in the engine, and that'll do it, that's for sure. So I'm gonna go watch that. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Hopefully we'll see David Hotelling channel tonight on a live. Everybody go check out David Hotelling and does some awesome hydroponics. Jason says it was the switch. It had oil, but it was the switch. That's what I would say too, Jason, if I was you. So go check out David Hotelling tonight. Go check out Driftless Acres, another great channel. Ray Saracen, great channel. All of y'all are great channels. Again, thanks to my beekeeping friends for saving the day on this RidgeLife Beekeeping SOS. You guys are awesome. Until next time, everyone have a blessed day. Excuse me. And go RidgeLife.